Hi, everyone. Happy Monday and welcome to the third of TEA's series of Global Partner Showcases. We're so excited to have you join us to hear about the important work our partners are doing in this industry. Today, we are thrilled to showcase our partners Panasonic Connect, Seventh Sense, Nanolumens, and FantaWild. My name is Chloe Hausfeld, and I am the TEA's Global Director of Strategic Partnerships. We're happy to provide this new platform to our valued TEA global partners this year. It's an exciting opportunity for them to share more about their company's passion, creativity, and contributions directly with the themed entertainment community through these webinar showcases. This webinar will follow a fast and dynamic format designed to let speakers present in a concise and engaging way. Each presentation will use the 20 by 20 rule, so a total of 20 slides with only 20 seconds for each slide before automatically moving on to the next one. This gives each speaker under 7 minutes to tell their company's story. These recordings will then be shared following these live events. This not only provides additional exposure for our partners, but also opens up opportunities for viewing by those who might have missed the live streams. After all of the presentations are done, we'll have a brief Q&A session with our presenters. Please type your questions as you think of them into the Q&A box at the bottom of your Zoom screen, and we'll try to answer all of them. With great pleasure, please welcome our first presenter, Eric Cantrell, Marketing Director at Seventh Sense.
Thanks, Chloe. Audiences today are harder to impress than at any other time in the history of themed entertainment. After all, they carry around in their pockets little devices that can give them instant access to their favorite stories, and they can watch them on those devices or stream them to a bigger display at home. So out-of-home entertainment has to offer something more than what our audiences can get at home or on their phones. Even with beautifully crafted scenic, architectural, and lighting elements capturing an audience's attention, maintaining that focus can be difficult. Many attractions today are based on popular IP, using media to put their audiences into the familiar worlds of the stories. Movement, special effects, lighting, audio, and video can elevate architecture and scenic elements, connecting a group of people to a story, creating a shared experience. Seventh Sense makes products that help creative people tell compelling media-based stories in a reliable, repeatable, maintainable way while preserving the original quality of every pixel. We specialize in playing back and processing uncompressed media, which means the full color information of each and every pixel makes it from disk to display. Why do we put such high importance on uncompressed media? I'm sure you've seen compression artifacts that look like blocking or banding, blurry edges, or color shifts. While compression artifacts may be tolerable on the tiny screens of mobile devices or when watching streaming videos, when presented larger than life, they can immediately destroy an audience's suspension of disbelief, shifting their focus to the quality of the media itself, not the immersive story being told. Because audiences are so accustomed to the rectangular screen shape in their daily lives, themed entertainment designers like to get creative when they're designing the shape of displays, breaking them out of the rectangle that establishes a notion of this is a screen. Removing the sharp edges that separate the audience from the story pulls them into the story, assisting with the immersion and engagement, as if the audience is part of the story rather than watching it play out in front of them. When your displays are unusual shapes, you have to get creative with how you achieve getting video onto those displays using equipment that was designed around a rectangular image format. That could be in the form of taking a movie meant to be displayed on a dome and splitting it up into several overlapping projected images to make one cohesive image. It could also mean creating a series of unusual LED wall shapes and feeding them all from a single media server. Beyond pixel-perfect playback, Seventh Sense media servers have tools to make the media fit these unusual display arrangements, whether using projection, LED screens, or flat panel displays. This encompasses support for 2D flat canvas type applications with tools to correct for projection keystoning and blending multiple projectors into a single image, as well as a 3D workflow for painting projected pixels onto physical 3D objects, like you would use for projection mapping on a building. LED walls with unusual geometries, such as ribbons, cubes, spheres, or domes, can come with another type of challenge, the physical shape of the LED tiles. To make unusual shaped displays, sometimes pixels must be removed from standard rectangular tiles. And when that happens, the information that should have been displayed on those missing pixels has to shift to pixels on other tiles to make the image look correct. 7th Sense media servers and pixel processors make it possible to do this even on very large displays that span dozens of 4K feeds. 7th Sense media servers can combine external video sources, such as camera feeds or the output of other computers, to layer and create composite canvases. Video game technology makes it possible for audience members to interactively affect the outcome of an attraction's story. Being able to combine real-time interactive media from game systems with high-quality media playback is another handy feature of our media servers. And sometimes projects don't require media playback because the images are generated in real time by a game engine, but the geometry correction is still needed to conform the pixels to the display. This is where our Juggler pixel processors can help by combining and processing inputs from all types of video sources. A key element in storytelling is timing. You want the thunder to happen after the lightning, or the effect is ruined. Show control systems are specialized to manage synchronizing the operation of lots of AV, lighting, and special effects devices, each of which may have no notion of timing in and of themselves. For example, a lighting fixture doesn't know anything about timing. Rather, it reacts in real time to the information being sent to it. It's the show controller's job to make sure each device is sent the right information at the right time to convey the overall story. 7th Sense's line of Medialon show control systems includes both hardware show controllers as well as software that turns any PC or virtual machine into a show controller. Which product is right for a given project depends on how many devices you need to control, how users or operators need to interact with the show control system, and how many synchronized shows or scenes need to be able to run at the same time. All this technology is nice, but how it all fits together is where the real power lies. Our team lives and breathes this technology every day, helping creative people fulfill their visions. It's our team's expertise that really sets the 7th Sense approach apart from other audiovisual product manufacturers. Our team listens to what our customers are trying to accomplish and tailors our established, reliable products to suit the options required for each project, so you can trust it will work as envisioned and you aren't paying for capacity you aren't using. So, as you're designing amazing immersive experiences, be bold and break outside that rectangle. And if you want help figuring out how, give the 7th Sense team a call.
Thank you, Eric. Pretty amazing stuff. Next up, we have Chad Kunumoto, Global Business Development Manager of Themed Entertainment and Immersive Experiences at Panasonic Connect. Take it away, Chad.
Hello everyone, welcome and thanks for joining us. I'm Chad from Panasonic Connect. Today I'd like to talk about the role of visual technology in forging emotional connections that increase footfall, loyalty, and spend. The familiar principles that underpin theme parks and FECs also apply to retail environments. They are guided by the set formula, emphasizing story, architecture, and technology to create memorable experiences. Transforming locations into destinations is not new, yet the outcome of retailtainment is misunderstood. It's less about attracting people and more about emotional connections. It begins with personality. Contrast the previous line to Pattaya's Grand Centrepoint facade. Through 4K projection, the hotel defines its identity, drawing tourists and setting a tone. The projection investment reaps a daily return. Now, at ownership, Beppu Onsen's diversity fireworks projection, designed by local students, transformed the location into a vibrant, community-centric focal point, fostering local pride. For harsh environments like outdoor mapping, we can customize our products to meet the demands of the toughest environment. As most of the components are manufactured in-house, we also work with our third-party partner to double protect with an external enclosure like here. Anchor attractions boost footfall, but don't guarantee increased store spending. The crucial factor is the atmosphere. How does the space feel? Is it a welcoming escape? Do you want to linger? Visual ambience is key. A beautiful space deserves beautiful images to set the perfect mood. This Malaysian mall uses 3-chip DLP dome mapping projection, captivating visitors with seasonal shows and drawing crowds from a wider area. Parents know kids get bored on shopping trips. In Hiroshima, this mall reimagined local history using projection, creating a multi-generational attraction. Happy kids, happy parents, happy stores. Theme parks pioneered the idea of space as an attraction by theming IP worlds, opening new revenue streams. Malls can do the same, like the one in Perth, that uses projection to create a place where people want to linger. The principle holds any scale, expressing personality and fostering emotional bonds inspires loyalty. Without a compelling offering, customers lack reasons to choose your cafe or restaurant for events or everyday visits. The how of branding centers on storytelling. Scout Mapping's Petit Chef is a prime example. Its rich personality captivates diners. A brilliant concept supported by reliable projection can triumph over a large budget. Connecting menu items, interior design, and interactive features elevates routine activities. Projection is flexible, versatile, and expresses identity on almost any surface, and of course results in increased revenues. The latest theme park trends extend to retailtainment. Projection facilitates interactive signage, gamified loyalty programs, interactive maps, unifies online-offline shopping experiences, and more. Interactive wall projection takes entertainment a step further. Your space, walls, and floors become canvases for family fun. Touch, motion, and information delivery combine seamlessly with help from a trusted tech partner. Convert your wall into an interactive game. A challenging mechanic, puzzles, and a prize to win will engage visitors. With a quality projector, bring the magic of transforming the pinball into the story to the actual ball. You draw a crown in no time. The shopfront is your touch point for converting traffic. Compact ultra-short throw projectors like our ZMZ50 project immersive video without taking up space. Add a camera and your store is now an interactive attraction. I'm so sorry if this image makes anyone anxious. People love to hate airports, but part of that is their anonymity. Functionality doesn't need to exclude personality or a sense of fun. Mapping spices up the atmosphere and generates revenue streams. This can both spike the tourist interest before spending foot in the country and create final memories before leaving. They will want to come back again and again. The takeaway is that sensory visuals breathe life into your space, shaping how people perceive and bond with your business. Thank you so much for your time today. And as game show hosts say, let's go shopping.
Thanks so much. Third up, we have Arch Nelson, Regional Sales Director and Director of Themed Entertainment Experiences at Nanolumens.
Hey, good morning from Atlanta, Georgia. Hope everybody's doing good. We are a direct view LED manufacturer, just happen to be based here in Georgia. We do any size, any shape, or any curvature, and that means a whole lot of things to different people. So this is a great video that kind of outlines how we do our curve technology. This is an actual display that's 30 feet wide, 10 feet tall, double-sided, hangs from the ceiling at JFK Airport. We build rigid frames and we have flexible panels to do any kind of curvature, including domes and spheres. Another great example here, 20 feet in diameter, 6 feet in height, hangs by 2 aircraft cables in a lobby. This is an interactive display so that when people, and you kind of see a little bit of the drawings down there in the left-hand corner, as people enter this area, as you'll see in this video, you can have their customer information scrolling around. And then when you actually sit them down, in reality, there's a big circular sofa and a coffee table. When you sit them down and open your laptop, everything becomes ambient except for that 16:9 area in the middle that you present on. And as soon as you close your laptop, it goes right back to playing information when you came in. Another good example, big lobby, 34 feet wide, 12 feet tall. It has weird angles, right? So we can do any angle as well. That's not a concern to us. This is also a big interactive display for an Xfinity location at Comcast building here in Atlanta. And as you'll see in a second, we're kind of testing content day one using we work with lots of different content creation companies out there. So if any of you guys are content creators, we love talking to you guys. This was just gesture-based testing first day where he becomes a human cursor. You'll see where he pulls up different categories. As he stands and makes a gesture in front of one of the categories, it turns into that information. We don't turn anything down. We'll pretty much do anything you want us to do. So this is a challenge. This is a 128-sided display in the middle of a mall for a T-Mobile company where their magenta has to be magenta. You'll see in the top left corner, that's kind of what we were given, right? We come in and we tell the GC, we work with a lot of GCs, we just need some plywood backing, furniture grade. We're going to come bolt our frame straight to it, and then we're going to skin it with LED, and we're going to have to customize some of the frames and customize some of the panels. And then, at the end of the day, this is kind of the result that you get. It's all about dwell time in retail. So you just want people excited, draw their attention to this, multi-storied store, so that they'll be attracted to come in and see what you got. We'll do any kind of shapes like I was talking about before. So these are monoliths in one of the airports. We've done over 100 airports now. We're doing anything from the full ticketing back walls that stretch 200 feet wide to wayfinding to you name it, we can do it. Any of the bids, FIDs, RIDs, all those kind of different displays. You'll see how this was a challenge in actually just making this kind of like puzzle pieces onto a facade, and then they covered it up with their wood veneer finish, And so you can play each individual piece as content or the whole thing as content. It's really up to you. Kind of shows you we PE stamp everything we do, especially when it's over someone's head. So this is an elliptical curve display overhead. And in the second, you'll kind of see how we build these things. Just great examples for theme parks, right? So if you want to build tunnels or some kind of unique entrance, and that's kind of shows how we build this complete in our warehouse before we then break it down and ship it to you for installation. You'll see this has a rigid spine that can hold the weight. This one's held up by aircraft cable. And again, we PE stamp everything and ship it out in pieces your guys can handle. So it's another good theme park example. This was a challenge because they wanted the LED right up against the glass. This is a very tight pixel pitch that we put 3,500 nits through. So we actually upgraded the nits, which many companies won't do. This is on a mechanical system that actually pulls it right to the glass. And when you need to fix something or repair something, you can actually pull it back 3 feet by just hitting one button and get in there and fix what you need. And this is kind of the result you get. So during the day, you want the 3,500 nits because you want those sunbeams to come down and look like you're part of the outdoor environment. And as the day gets longer, with show control, kind of like what Eric and those guys sell, it starts moving, cutting itself down to match the hour of the day until it gets, until you have a dark setting as well. This just shows you how we can do any shape, any size, any curvature. This is a compound curves. We built these really unique frames, just like two Hot Wheels tracks that intersect over each other. The ride system comes through. This is for the Mario Kart attraction in Nintendo World. Another part of Mario Kart is we did 24 displays, I think, in these attractions. You can kind of see how we have to tether to the floor. We're tethered to the wall, mount to the floor. We actually build a display in and around the scenic that's going to be working with us. So we work with a lot of different scenic companies on these designs. And love this one. It's 52-foot diameter circular ceiling that with the right content can give it a ton of depth. And you'll see how this was built like a drop ceiling, perfectly flat. This is the Ron Clark Academy here in Atlanta. So if anybody ever wants to come see it, please let me know. You can kind of see how we put the frames up first. This was really developed like a drop ceiling. And then that top view shows you how flat and how that surface is. In fact, the GC said he's never seen a ceiling as flat as this one, which is kind of a testament to our guys. And then at the end of the day, you get a 12K result. This is day one testing of the content, the same content creation that did Game of Thrones, did this content. It is quite amazing in person. So if you want to come see it, let me know. Again, any size, any shape.
Fantastic. We are now going to hear from Daisy Shang, Executive President at Fantawild, who unfortunately could not join us live today, but has provided her pre-recorded presentation for us to view.
Fantawild is one of China's largest creative entertainment group. Our main business includes theme parks, animation, special effects films, scene performance, etc. We have established an industrial chain integrating creativity, R&D, manufacturing, content production, and operation. With 35 parks in operation, Fantawild has established a dozen of theme park brands of various themes and styles, including Fantawild Adventure, Fantawild Water Park, Fantawild Asian Legend, etc. We also exported our theme park service and products to over 40 territories and countries. Fantawild continually innovates to bring new experience to visitors. That's how we have earned recognition from the industry and visitors. According to TEA's Global Attraction Attendance Report, Fantawild ranked 5th globally for 4 consecutive years. Fantawild Adventure, our first theme park, opened in Wuhu in 2007. It has since been joined by 3 other parks of different themes. Together, these parks make up Wuhu Fantawild Resort and helped establish Industrial City as a popular tourist destination. Funiwell Imagineering Institute is one of the few institutes that can independently provide complete design service of both theme parks and water parks, which including concept design, master planning, attraction design, technical design, and content design. It has designed over 30 theme parks and hundreds of large-scale theme attractions. With over 600 patents, Funiwell has mastered the core techniques of multiple amusement equipment and systems, such as dynamic track and trackless rides, holograph stage performance, and image correction on curved screens. Funiwell is capable of providing clients bespoke service with its strong technical abilities to reach the best artistic effect. Based on the concept and technology plan made by our Institute of Imagineering and R&D, the Institute of Architectural Design will develop the constructional, architectural, and landscape designs for the theme park. Funiwell has a team of comprehensive experts of construction, technology, and management. With rich experience, we are capable of supervising the construction of several large-scale theme parks at the same time and providing operation management service. Content production is important to the creation of theme park and large-scale theme attraction. Funiwell customizes special effects film to integrate seamlessly with high-tech equipment and live performance. Being dedicated to special effects film production over 20 years, Funiwell has the biggest and strongest special effects film studio in China. Funiwell Film Incorporated is capable of providing the whole set of service, including concept creation, prototype shooting, and debugging. It has dozens of types of self-developed special effects films, covering almost all the existing types of special effects film in the world. Over the decades, Funiwell has self-developed dozens of different types of fun, interactive, and immersive indoor theme attractions. Each of these attractions tells a different story in an exclusive style. As time is limited, I can only briefly introduce some of our self-developed attractions. Flying Theater is a flight simulation attraction which applies a hanging dome screen. Visitors sit in a multi-level suspended platform while being immersed in the visual experience. We offer a collection of movies to present different themed flying experience. Our 4D duck ride uses tracked vehicle with the latest multi-degree of freedom system. The vehicle's movement simulates the sensation of diving, crashing, and sharp turn to perfectly match with the video and enhance the experience. For this type of ride, the media content varies from the ancient mythology to science fiction. AR holographic performance is a combination of live performance, stage effects, and holographic projection. The actor will suddenly appear and disappear somewhere on the stage, while special effects are integrated to greatly enhance the magic and memorable experience. Dome Theater with movable seating platform. The seating platform can rotate in 360 degrees, lift up, and drop down to simulate the motion of flying up. The audience is taken straight into the action as the seats rise toward a huge dome screen above them. Motion Dome Theater combines motion seats with multiple degrees of freedom, surrounded screens, and environmental effects to enhance the experience. The attraction is composed of several small systems. Each of them has its own motion seats and projection systems, so it can be tailored to suit different needs. Water-based duck ride, where visitors board a tracked boat ride to begin an immersive voyage integrated with lifelike animatronics, realistic size, and multiple huge screens. Research and development were carried out to ensure the water films and moving boat all integrate seamlessly. With strong creative and developing capabilities, as well as abundant operating experience, Funiwell is thoroughly analyzed local cultures and tourist habits to create optimal design solutions and provide each individual client with customized theme attraction and theme park turnkey service. Taking Funiwell Asia Legend as an example, which is themed on Southeast Asia cultures, we select the cultural elements which best represent the 10 Asian countries to produce a colorful theme attraction. Since its opening in 2018, it has been incredibly well received by all visitors and even government officials from Southeast Asia countries. Supported by Chair and Dr. Chen, we are capable to provide diverse control through cutting-edge technology. Furthermore, theme park and attraction are popular not only in China, but have also won TEA Sierra Awards and ARPA Brass Ring Awards.
Thank you to the audience for your participation with these great questions coming in. Please continue to do so. Our first one is for Seventh Sense. Accessibility matters is something that the entire industry strives for, but your team has made it be at the forefront of your mission. How do you focus your team on making this an organic design instead of having to retrofit these ideas?
Seventh Sense has products that help all audiences enjoy stories. One of the features that we offer with our media servers is a captioning system that can provide closed captioning as text, as sign language, or as audio descriptions that can accompany media in a synchronized way to help all audiences enjoy the attractions.
Amazing. The next up is for Nano Lumens. Your team reaches a lot of different markets. How do you take advantage of those capabilities while making sure to focus on the different guidelines of your different clients?
Oh, that's a great question. And we do a lot of enterprise, which is like wow factor in lobbies and conference rooms and boardrooms and that kind of thing. And those are all very, very simple. For like themed entertainment, we do a lot of creativity. So we are also a custom shop, right? So we'll do anything custom that somebody wants to incorporate into a ride system or dark ride or outdoors. It doesn't really matter to us. Or if it needs movement or some kind of curvature or things that break apart and come back together. So we just kind of designed that. We're really an engineering company. So there's nothing, we just don't say no. I'll put it that way.
Amazing. And over to you now, Chad. Besides the retail, does Panasonic Connect focus on other areas?
Thanks, Claire. I think currently all areas like gaming, art, museums, and theaters want to engage their guests much more profoundly, and it's so challenging to keep them coming back again and again. That's the main reason why the technology has been adopted efficiently to bring a story to life. We have continued supporting the great success of many worldwide masterpieces, not only the retail areas I showed today, but also like FEZ, theme parks, digital arts, exhibitions, events like the Olympic Paralympic Games for more than 3 decades, and also take support for several pavilions in many times of the World Expo, and so on. And thanks to TEA, we already showcased our unique technology and design support for some projects in the field of gamification and entertainment in the last 2 webinars. So everyone can see those recordings on the TEA website. Thank you.
Amazing. This one is open to everyone. So you guys are going this way on my screen. Arch, I'll let you go first. How do you see the future of the entertainment area?
For us in the LED world, you really haven't seen much LED being used yet, except in kind of the big two, the Disneys and the Universals out there. But I think the prices have gotten so much better that you're going to start seeing a lot more LED use in the industry. And then when you couple that with, we meet all the safety specifications that all of these theme parks have, and the reliability and the fact that you don't have to place projectors in positions where you're worried about shadowing or trying to merge all these projectors into one image. I think that's going to be big for us. And then the other nice thing is facility impact is a big deal when you're looking at a dark ride, especially when you've got all this electronics, all this technology coming into one dark area. And how do you plan for all that power and air conditioning and all those kind of things? And so the fact that in a dark ride, we can build ours to their facility impact requirement that saves them so much when it comes down to energy. And I'll have to explain that if anybody wants to talk to me in depth about it.
Makes a lot of sense. Chad, you're next on my screen. How does Panasonic Connect see the future of the entertainment area?
Yeah, thank you. From my perspective, it will be like a borderless, unlimited for mixing and crossing over the concept for more engaging and never before seen guest experience for all generations in the family. For example, inside the theme park, it won't be limited only for just gaming, rides, or attractions, but will include extras such as the mini digital art area, like the projects that we worked on that is the house temples in the big theme park in Kyushu, the south of Japan. There are some digital art installations inside. Conversely, as of nowadays, there are lots of mini game areas inside the dining space, like mini golf, etc., to entertain all generations in the family. So in any area, immersive technology will be the one of the key success factors to dive guests into the story more deeply. For the technology itself, just one pure tech is insufficient to fully immerse the guests. Combining projection mapping, sensing, AR, MR, AI, immersive sound, and others would be the key to realize multisensory experiences. And the most important thing is the collaboration. TEA can bring significant benefits to this. However, tech should not be beyond the story. It has to be smartly deployed for seamlessly mesmeric storytelling. Yes, and as Nanolumens also mentioned about LED and also light projection technology, I think it depends on the usage conditions, like other factors like budget, venue restriction, and etc. I think either fits in different criteria. For example, yes, LED technology is the perfect match to realize the outdoor experience in a very bright environment like outdoor advertising of some kinds. But however, like our projection mapping is also suitable when you want to bring immersive experiences at the heritage or historical place where extra construction is not allowed. Besides that, if you want to deliver immersive experiences in some complex environments like unspacious areas in extraordinary shape, in that case, placing the tiny LED modules for seamless storytelling is probably complicated. In summary, since each technology has different vital advantages and limitations, I think considering the purposes, conditions, and restrictions, which are different project by project, to select the right technology that suits all factors. Thank you.
Thank you, Chad. Did they not cover anything from your side, Eric? Please add 7 cents as well.
Yeah, I really enjoyed both answers from Arch and Chad. It really comes down to storytelling and being able to place the audience within the world for placemaking. So creating interactive environments that aren't necessarily a game that you're playing with, but maybe the trees blow the leaves as you walk by them, or some sort of way that an audience can live within the environment and connect them to that intellectual property. Just helps connect the audiences with those stories and those worlds in a better way, in a way that they can't do at home outside of a VR environment. So I think that's what we're going to see a lot more of, is that personalization and just some small way of creating a moment that I did something in the park and the park reacted back to me.
Amazing. We have another one for Nanolumens. Since you've already tapped so many different markets, where do you see untapped potential?
Oh, wow. I mean, it's kind of the sky's the limit. we can build kind of whatever people imagine. And so, you know, domes and spheres and floors and ceilings and things that move. I mean, really, it kind of applies to almost any market out there. You know, we've got an unbelievable design for a movie theater, right? It's just that it's expensive and it's kind of ahead of its time. But you're starting to see that technology a little bit. One of the projects Eric just worked on, that sphere in Las Vegas, right? That's a one of a kind kind of thing where you've got multiple speakers spread out all over and behind the display that you're seeing. And so, you know, we've been delving into that for a while. But one of the areas I really see a lot of movement in is we're starting to develop, you know, everything to this point has been red, green, blue diodes, whether it's your TV, RGB, or LED or anything else. We've done a bunch of experimentation with a fourth diode that you're going to see from us here very soon. And different diodes do different things and really expand your color gamut. So when it comes to color and refresh rates and all those kinds of things, and we're just getting better and better with time. And again, we don't really turn anything down from a general contractor standpoint. We'll work with anybody out there. So it's quite fun.
Very cool. We're gonna try and get through a couple more. Chad, how does Panasonic Connect continue to make sustainability a focus of your strategic planning?
Oh, it's good question, because I think everyone also think about to make attractions more sustainable, and we at Panasonic Connect keep contributing to society and are dedicated to fostering a sustainable global environment. For the entertainment area, as a manufacturer, our visual and broadcasting businesses also strictly follow our core policy to enhance sustainability through our key processes from procurement, production, distribution, sales, and installation during lifetime usage until disposal and recycling. To give more specific example about our projectors, we have a very unique advantage. Most components inside the unit are developed in-house, so our engineers can design to lessen power consumption and CO2, make it the most compact and lightweight, even generate high brightness, which is not only for reducing the waste, but this can realize invisible technologies and streamline workflow consolidated with work time reduction. Some user-friendly interface to save resources like NFC function and etc. Through our stringent QA and QC, it's so well known how much reliability and durability our products have. This also helps to reduce resources and waste. As we have a wide range of technologies and products, this can bring a variety of combinations to fit any environmental conditions, and our special design team can help to minimize the number of pieces of equipment. We keep our processes to enhance sustainability. Thank you.
Thank you, Chad. One more for Eric, and then we're going to wrap things up. Ultimate interactivity is another evident value for Seventh Sense. How do you serve the guests that want to enjoy the experience without being a part of it?
Not everybody wants to have to participate in those things. So as we see the interactivity becoming more and more popular, not all audience members are going to desire to participate or feel comfortable participating in that type of an application. And I think that's where layering your storytelling makes sense. Making it available, making it a plus rather than a key element of the story, I think is the sweet sauce there. And that really comes down to the creative aspect. We make the tools. You can build a house with a hammer, you can build a school with a hammer, but we're just making a hammer.
Love it. It looks like our time is up. Thank you again to our panelists and everyone who participated in TEA's final Global Partner Showcase webinar for the year. Another reminder that all of these showcases are recorded and will be available to view on the TEA website and TEA TV. If we didn't get to your question, you will see my email address on the screen now. Feel free to reach out and we will get in touch with the panelists to follow up with responses. Thank you again. Have a great rest of your day. Take care, everyone.